And away we go. Boom. Oh, and no game audio. It's good. Should be better now. Well, hello then. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fair Play Racing League. Tonight, we're back at Hungary once again. Tonight with the Tier 2s. Of course, I am your very unusual Friday host on the stream, David Lolface, joining me in the comms box this week. Introduce yourself, sir.
That's 2 weeks in a row, I think, on Friday. It is Monkey Boy Kurt alongside David tonight for you guys. It's been a while since we've done a comms together, David, but always look forward to it when it's with yourself. Quite a good comms partnership, if I can say so. But a full grid tonight, a lot better than we've seen the last couple of nights. No offense to the tier 1s and tier 3s, but yeah, good to see a full grid. Plenty of but hopefully we're gonna have a good race. Got a few I think a new driver in there as well. TOH07 Gamer, I believe, is the new one in tonight, so hopefully they'll have a good one as well. Drive on Driver, I think, is also making his debut. Well, I say his first season appearance. So yeah, let's hope for a good one anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't help but feel like I recognise this guy's gamer tag. But he is second on track. He's going to start his lap second, so we will jump on with Hirsch tonight, repping the Alpine pink, which I'm sure after last night, oh, Dynamo.
Oh,
well then, blocking the pit
start.
lane. Yeah, not ideal.
Good start, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you a fan of the pink livery Alpine? Obviously, you repped it yourself Wednesday.
I mean, I guess it looks all right. I won't be choosing to use it every week, but that way. But yeah, it's a good livery to have, especially at the moment because we're not running the real cars due to the issues, how we say that
I don't know
EA
what
have
you're
been
on
having.
about.
Yeah.
This just special
But
livery week here in FPRL.
yeah, but then we've got obviously I think is it the Golf one as well for
The Williams.
Williams as well.
Yeah.
We've seen that one as well, and then a few other unique ones from the drivers that they've created themselves. So yeah, it should nice blend of colours. And Hirsch goes through then 16.9. Wow, 16.0 for the new guy, and Phenom is
Oh,
out.
I think that was on the start finish. I think we saw that in the background there. Oh no,
Yeah,
Robbins. That was Robin going for a spin in the last corner. Actually, they must have got together. I think because you can see there
yeah.
the wrecked tyre of Phenom. Yeah, don't know what's happened there, but it's not been a great start for a couple of drivers as Raza, the first man into the 115s tonight.
Yeah. Raz, the championship leader, and it's interesting just to point out, David, that the top six are only separated by 18 points going into tonight. So if one of them has a good victory and everyone else doesn't score, you could go from sixth to first if the results go your way. But there he is, Nigel Fraud Piggle with a 15.3, half a second quicker than anyone else.
Yeah, unless Jaff's about to. No, he's not about to spoil the party, but he does go P2. So if you ignore the guy on top, everyone else very close together. If you look at second through to 11th, oh, not 11th, that's to 10th. 10th? No, ignore me. I get completely confused over numbers.
Second to seventh is 3 tenths.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. We got first drink of the night from Gary himself, who can't race tonight because thunder and lightning apparently, or was it something like that? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Piggle said that Thor struck his internet. But he has been able to tune in. So
Yeah, must be using the mobile data.
mm.
And
But
Jake's
yes,
retired.
well, of
He's
course it.
crashed it.
Has he binned it?
Oh, he's put it in the pit lane entry.
Oh
He's
dear.
done. He's done a monkey boy. Oh no.
And you can almost see by Michello's route in exactly how he did it. Carried too much speed and just understeered. Yeah, it'd be quite surprising if we see too much of that tonight, given that, well, everyone pretty much up the top end in terms of downforce tonight. I'd have thought so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is one of the tracks, even if you're running medium or no traction, where you want to oversteer your car around here. If you have any understeer around here, especially with all the, sweeping turns, your tyres are just going to die. Um, even on what almost max wings on both 50, 48, I think I ran the other night, and the fronts get up to about 110 degrees. So you definitely want something that's as easy as possible through the corners. But Collins coming up to the line. What can he put in? Looks like a good time, actually. Yeah, not too bad. 16.0 puts him 7th place.
Yeah, just a mere 6/10 off the lead when you say it like that. Yeah, so one thing about, okay, you're going to want an oversteery car, but one place you're not going to want an oversteery car is definitely the exit of turn 1. A brutal corner tonight, as I'm sure you can agree with.
Yeah, you definitely need to get the throttle input if you're obviously running those kinds of assists dead on. You can gain some time through that corner, but you've got to get it spot on each time. And I think we might also see if people go too low on the rear and try and give themselves more front wing to get a bit more turn, and you could potentially also see some people going off. Is it turn 4 or 5? I can't remember which turn it is, but
Literally any
up
corner.
up the hill to the left, sort of like almost the blind corner, end of sector 1. You could probably see people spinning off there into the barrier potentially, but
Yeah, so this corner here. And yeah, I think Gary, the man who isn't racing tonight, very familiar with that wall there on the left.
yeah, I remember last season.
Looks like TOHO7 to Hot's Gainer. We're going to call him to Hot Gainer. Because, oh,
No, that's what you mean. He's kind of gone the other way. He's almost lost it into the other barrier on the right hand side. But yeah, very fast blind corner there. Catch that curb, and that's another thing because the guys will probably want to try and run sort of as low as they can on the ride height, but you can just get sucked in by these curbs, and you just beat yourself just as you're going along, bottom out, and you can just be sent straight off.
yeah. We'll hop on board with Robin, who I believe is on a lap. Currently sitting P16 with a very unrepresentative time. You can see nearly losing the rear end there, has to make a big correction to get through the rest of sector 2 okay. He's half a second up, which, well, probably means he'll be improving on his 135. I should hope so, because he's coming up to the last corner with 1:10 on the clock. Let's see how he gets the power down. 15.6, that slots him in P2.
Yeah, and Snedden came through as well, went P3 as well. Snedden we haven't seen for a few weeks, but he's obviously back in action tonight. He's gone into the top 3, 15.8 as well. But yeah, nothing stopping Nigel Piggle at the moment. Absolutely on fun. This would be his 4th pole in a row if he can get it at the moment. It's looking very much like he's going to have that 4th in a row.
Yeah, well, I couldn't tell you how long is left in the session because you can't change it. Oh, 7 3/4 minutes left in the session as Squid goes P2.
You've got a nominated catchphrase, David, from Shadows.
Do I know what to do? He did this last night, and he literally did it, and then I lagged out of the session. The thing is, he can nominate a catchphrase, but it's actually become somewhat my catchphrase anyway. But yes, it has to be in context, as per the rules of last night. So it's coming. Nobody knows when. But we'll keep an eye out as Michelo now looks pretty fast on this lap. What can he do? That's a P4 for whichever car he may or may not be in. Yeah, basically, I don't know any of the drivers that aren't obvious. Oh, Piggle. Wait a minute. Was that... Oh! E69 F1.
Go on, lad. Go on. We don't want Piggle on pole
Absolutely.
again. No offence, Piggle.
Yep. And this looks like this man is going to try and break the streak. The Alfa Romeo, I can say, because of course he is running the Alfa Romeo livery. That's a very nice livery. I do like that.
Yeah, it does look very... it's very slick, actually. Let's have a look in the chat again. Oh, Snedden was here last week. He was actually. He ran out of fuel. I see he hasn't been here for ages. He was here, yeah, he ran out of fuel. Diamond, I'm so far off the pace, it's painful. Diamond down in 16th at the moment with a 16.5. Still got 5 minutes, mate. So I'm pretty sure you can hopefully improve on that, as Hirsch is the bottom driver at the moment of the ones that are still left in. 16.9, so he'll definitely be wanting to improve on that. Even if he improves by a second, he'll only go up to around P12, so he's really got to get his foot down.
Yeah, we'll have a look at his split as he comes through the end of Sector 2. He is 5 tenths up on his previously set time, and that will only move him up to P16.
Here he comes. Let's see what he's able to do. Can we take back the Piggle slander, please? No, we can't. Definitely not.
Absolutely not. And that is...
And he's gained a lot of time in that sort of last sector. Only P15 there, but he has got time to just get in and get another fresh set of tyres and go one more time.
And he is going to need to. As Collateral Ads has put himself in P4. That's a good effort there from the McLaren driver.
That is correct.
Bosh. He's good.
I don't know what track they used that one at. I can't remember now, but definitely is McLaren.
Yeah.
Was it Silverstone in real life? So not last week, obviously, in Ireland. But
I don't know. I don't think they did.
I can't actually remember when. I think it's Colin gone up to 4th now. He's gone into a 15.4. So it started off with Nigel really sort of being ahead of everyone, but now it's really got tight between the top half. Top 10 separated by what? Half a second. So it's looking good at the moment. We've got everyone who's on our lap now. Squid's another one to be watch out for. I remember him 2 seasons ago when he was in Tier 2. 2 seasons ago, he got pole here. So he definitely liked this track. So I reckon he's going to be up there for it as well.
Yeah. There's some inventive lines going on there from Robin, but he is indeed coming into the pits. Diamond is on the track again, marginally down through Sector 1. Not really attacking that chicane too much, but here he is now through Sector 2. Getting easy on the throttle, making sure his lines are correct. And it looks pretty tidy, and he's 2.5 tenths up. And this will move him up 1 position as things stand. Can he improve by more in the remaining couple of corners? Let's keep it nice and tight through this last one and get the power on as soon as possible. And that is only good enough for P15 from the douche.
Yeah, it seemed like he said already he's not liking his pace round here. Maybe he's got the wrong setup on. Don't know what wings he's gone for, but really more the better around here. But P15 for someone that's third in the championship, he definitely won't not be liking the look of that. Neither will Razza Gamer at the moment, but he's obviously on a lap to try and improve. But he's obviously the championship leader, down in 13th at the moment. But Jaff in third at the moment. He's the highest of the championship rivals. So as midfield maestro has retired. I think that's in the pits, I believe. Don't know why he's done that. I think he's still got time to go out and do another lap, but don't know.
Yeah, not sure. But alas, there he is. Maybe he wants to save another set for the race. Piggle, you absolute fraud.
Yeah, 15-2.
He's doing this on purpose, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just messing with our heads.
I promise.
Yeah. Oh, we all know it's third rubbish anyway, when he says that.
Yeah. Squid. Michello is not turning on his ERS, so let's keep an eye on him. Raz is coming out on a lap, and Drive on Driver has posted a 2.5 tenth improvement through the first two. Let's have a look. Is it piece 16 only for Drive on Driver?
Yeah, as much as we're saying, it's only P16, only this, only that, the only person that's off a second from the pole time is Night Owl. So everyone, the whole grid is within a second here. And I'm expecting Night Owl, if he can get the lap hooked up to... Oh, no, Raz.
Do you know what that means? Apart from the fact that my... Oh, Streamlabs is really broken. Oh, it's really broken. Has the stream died? No, it's doing Streamlabs things. I'm not quite sure what that was about. I don't think you guys actually saw that, but I can sum it up for you. Good! Good! For midfield maestro. And Razza. Sorry. Who we got on a lap? Hirsch is coming towards the end. There's a yellow car going across the line. I don't know whose car that is. It's a black car.
It was Squid who just got in. Everyone else now that comes across the line is done. It's that Michello is done. He's in 9th. Shadows comes across the line. He's in 10th. Who is coming up to the line? We've got, I think, Hirsch, 14th.
14.
Night Owl as well. What can he do? He's on that 16.8. He's going to improve, but by how much? He's still going to stay P18. Only a 63. Robin, what a lap! What a lap that is. Almost in the 14s.
What a cracker to upset Piggle right at the end. I haven't seen what... EF1 not improving, so they're coming into the pits. And I think that is pretty much all she wrote for qualifying, unless... To Hot? No.
Yeah.
To Hot?
No,
yeah,
he's in a cooldown. So yeah, wow, he's broke Pickle's streak then of poles. What a lap that is, and 2,000ths faster. It would have been in the 14s, but yeah, fantastic lap. Yeah, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, Piggle washed. So Robin as well as Piggle up to tier 1. Well, maybe not. What a lap! I'm so pleased that someone other than Piggle got the fastest lap tonight. Although I'm not usually commentating. I do, of course, watch. So there you have it. Your results for tonight's short qualifying. Scroll down. There you can see it. I ain't going through them because I need a drink. What are you drinking tonight, Mr. Monkey?
I have got 2, just in case one's not enough. I don't think one's enough, so I've got 2 lovely bottles of Budweiser next to me.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I am also drinking a Bud. I have
Who
had.
doesn't know a bud?
This is my third of the night. I have a rum and coke, a good old
Oh,
dead man's finger waiting for me after I finish this.
oh, right. No question. What flavour?
So it is. I don't. It's coffee. It's coffee tequila. I think.
Coffee tequila.
Yeah, it comes in like a fancy skull head bottle thing.
Christ. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, they literally do so many flavours.
I've never tasted
Um,
it before. I had a little bit of a sip, and it doesn't taste too bad. I can't really taste the coffee, but yeah,
fair
it's not too
enough.
bad. I probably would have preferred the raspberry tequila. That is lovely,
Yeah.
but beggars can't
I
be
have to say
choosers.
the banana one and the passion fruit
Oh,
one as well.
nah, banana one's rotten. Anything. I don't
Mm.
mind. I love bananas. Bananas really nice. I just don't like banana flavored things. Excuse me while my brother dies in the background. Um,
Joe, you're not the only person to say that though. I've heard that a lot actually. I like bananas, but not the flavour. But I love the flavour.
well, the
Um,
synthetic flavour of bananas is just not the one.
well, I mean, what I've also got next to me, if you hear a bit of chewing on the stream, is I've got some
Oh.
dessert flavored Skittles, and because we can, we'll just go through the flavors of these. So we've got strawberry ice cream, we've
Nice.
got choco orange cake, we've got
Nice.
blueberry tart, we've got cherry cheesecake and
Ooh,
lemon pie.
very nice.
So I'll be munching on them through the stream as well. I might mute myself now and again if it gets a bit too loud, the co-coms, but yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much. I'm sitting here vaping, so. Oh dear. So Piggle agrees with me. Big up the Piggle. Hirsch wants to know if he's going to win. Um, with all due respect, no. Our season 2 tier 1 champion, no. Quite simply. What in the Poundland have I just heard? What the fuck? Dessert Skittles?
What's in the Poundland? Brilliant.
Well, I've just opened them. Oh, they are absolutely banging.
Absolutely banging. He's already had one
They
of
are,
each.
they are, they're lovely. Mm.
Have you ever had so you know like Harry Potter do those in Harry Potter you have those Bertie Bott's every flavour jelly beans.
Oh yeah,
You ever had the real life ones?
I haven't no.
No. All right. None of them taste like puke or bogey or anything. But
You know what puke and bogey tastes like?
well, you know what puke tastes like because when you puke, it kind of comes up through your mouth.
Yeah, but bogey though.
Bogey. Let's not at all pretend that absolutely none of us have picked our nose and eaten it at any point in their life.
I mean, I'll tell you now, David. If we've got any new viewers that are watching this, they're going to be thinking, "What on earth is going on here?"
Well, it's just I'm just spitting facts, mate.
I'm
We
sure
were all young
they've
once. We all get hungry
they've,
on our drive home from work.
they've clicked on our channel to watch an F1 race, and we're talking about this. I mean, yeah, fair. It's quite funny to be fair.
To be fair, I tried to play bogeys with Gary the other night,
Oh,
and he just wasn't playing ball.
Christ. Yeah, where is Gaza? Come on, Gaza, get in the chat. Come on. Surely his mobile data hasn't run out yet.
Nah, I can't have. I bet he gets a sweetheart Tesco mobile deal on his internet. Oh look, how very novel! We're actually doing a formation lap tonight. Yeah, that caught me out last night. The 12 drivers of Tier 1 didn't do a formation lap.
Christ.
And for whatever reason, everyone sort of went with it, so we didn't have to restart. So here's the grid. You can all see it. It's there in front of you. But what you're all looking and waiting to see is the tyres for everyone. And
Ooh.
yeah, so Collateral Ads P7 stands out a little bit. He's going soft tyres. Do you know what? Wednesday night, his son in Tier 3 did the exact same strategy, and it guided him to a fantastic result in the end. Do you reckon he's going to try and emulate Leo's performance?
Most probably. I mean, seen it. He's worked obviously once, you know. So why not try it again? A two-stop is very viable with how, you know, hard it can be on the tyres. So why not go for it? He's the only person on the soft, so he's only the only person on that strategy. It could very well pay off. Piggle going for the hards, first one in the top 5, and then Colin on hards in 6th. But it looks like a lot of people have gone for hards near the back, apart from driver. 15th, 16th, 18th, 19th, and 20th all opting for hard. So, you can most likely expect to see that 15th to 20th. Maybe driver can get past him, but sort of drop off the pack in the first potential sort of few laps. But those tyres will come to life in time. But I'll be very interested to see what kind of start he can get off the line. Because now how difficult it is to overtake around here. And he'll be definitely wanting to gain as many places as possible on this start.
Yep. And I would also, one thing I would add, I expect Piggle to go backwards at the start, but we are getting ready as the leaderboard sorts itself out. We've got 8 lights, 10 lights, and away we go for this race here in Tier 2. Lovely Friday night. Oh dear. Oh dear.
And that's contact between E69 and Nigel. And Nigel, 5-second penalty. I don't know if that was deserved. 5-second penalty for Dynamo Dan, but safety car is out before we've even got to turn 1. What a start. Tier 2 never fails to
Dynamo
disappoint.
Dan got a 5-second for colliding with Nigel and gaining 3 positions. What the shit balls is that? What? Dynamo Dan down in P15. Do you know what I did say? Nigel's going to have an awful start, and I wasn't lying.
It wasn't his fault, though.
You don't think it was his fault? Well, we'll leave it to the stewards, but yeah, it's interesting to see that kind of collision can happen as the person in P3 can move over and catch the tyre of the driver in front.
I mean,
I think looking in the chat, it looks like it was his fault. So
whose fault? Sorry, I got the chat's gone off for me.
It's a mouthful. E69 F1.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really see it, but he definitely got a better start than Nigel, and I think he just sort of pulled across to try and maybe squeeze between Nigel and Robin, because he actually got a better start than Robin as well.
Yeah. Piggle is in the pits. Presumably a front wing change required for that man. There you go. It's no, he's serving a 5-second penalty. Is he also changing the front wing? Yes, he is. Judging by how long he's sitting in the pits, because you can't really fucking see a thing.
Just quickly, David, I was actually correct with what I said about Gary. He is on unlimited mobile data.
Of course he is. That sweetheart Tesco mobile deal. Gary wants commentator catchphrase. I'll give him a 2 for 1 because, yeah, the Piggle's not too impressed. It's my impression of Piggle somewhat after the start. Good! Yeah, not an ideal collision model there from Codemasters. But I'm sure you all know that everything is intended in this game is perfect and has no bugs. Which is exactly the reason why we're running F1 World Cars for our special livery week. Nothing to do with the fact that they've fucked the equal cars once again.
Yeah, hold on, EA. Just do another patch and then mess something else up. Collateral Ads will be loving this. He's obviously gained 3 positions, and the safety car means that he can save those soft tyres for even longer. He's going to be loving this, and I think on the restart, he's going to be trying to get past Jaff and Snedden as soon as possible. But it'll be interesting to see if Robin can sort of pull away. If he can do those kind of quali laps, and he's got every chance of pulling away into the distance. But yeah, also the likes of C. Davies and Mikello, if they can stay where they are on those hard tyres, then they're also in for a good race at the moment. I think normally, like we see in Tier 2, this race is going to be decided probably with the help of safety cars.
Yeah, as we take a quick glimpse at the winners and losers from the start of the race. Well, it's no big surprise. Pretty much everyone wins, but E69 and Piggle down 17 and 16 positions respectively. Everyone else upper positions. So yes, Snedden doing very well. Obviously cars in front have pit. But never mind, got Collateral Ads there in a very good position on the soft tyres. Mikello in P6 as Razza's left the sesh. So he needs to be got back in very quickly as the safety car gets called in. Oh dear, I'd hate to be Razza right now.
Oh, I think it's on friends only because of full grid.
Yeah, either that or his good friend in a party with him, Mr. C. Davies, has invited him back. But let's get the tyres back on the screen as we get ready to go racing once again. Robin will lead the pace, of course, in Sector 3. He should do indeed, Andrew. We'll take a look as Robin looks like he has gone. Collateral Ads right on the back of Jaff.
He's not got the best run though. Snedden coming down the outside. Robin cuts across. There's almost contact there, and
I think there's
still trying to get
lag going on there. Ooh, someone's had a mistake out of turn 1. Yep. Snedden gets the move done then. Sorry, Monkey.
No, that's all right. No, I was just about to say it's a bit laggy there from when they went through turn 1. But yep, Snedden has got the move done. Can he now pull away is the question. But Ads, he might have to wait till DRS becomes available because we know how difficult it is to overtake around here. And he will be just trying his best to just look for any opportunity to try and get past Jaff. But, you know, Jaff's up there in the championship as well. He will not want to give a position away lightly. But the main straight's going to be the main point where Ads can try and make a move.
Yeah, and he might very well have to wait. Oh, he's nearly lost it there through turn. I can't remember what turn number that is, but nearly loses it. Keeps it just about. Oh, he is absolutely. And the thing around here is less so much about the wear on the tyres at this point in the race. It's going to be more about overheating, and you can't help but feel that Collateral Ads is suffering a little bit with that right now. Is he going to have a go up into turn 1? It looks like it.
You should have it. There you go. Got it.
And a straightforward move up the inside. Jaff doesn't fight too hard. He knows he's got better tyres for the moment. Snedden and Robin are not swapping around just yet. But interestingly, a little bit further back, we've still got C. Davies on the hard tyres, keeping up with the medium runners at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, he's not doing too bad, C. Davies, and the laps are quite they're quite quick laps around Hungary, even in the race. Only about one sort of 17, 18, 19, that kind of time. So he you see those laps go through quite quickly, and if he can stay where he is and not lose too much time, and if he can keep him at DRS, that's the main thing he wants to try and do. Keep him at DRS of Jaff. He's currently at 8 temps, and he's not going to have DRS for another lap, so he just needs to just try and hold on. And if he can just stay at DRS, it's going to help him massively. Ads, however, has got to watch these tyres now. Yes, he's on the softs. Yes, they're probably just about still better than the mediums, but they're very prone to overheating. And, any sort of battling can really cause them to go even harder than what they really need to be.
Yep. As he is somewhat on the back of Robin, but Robin seemed to pull away from him a little bit through turn 1 there. And I'm sure it doesn't matter if you're 6-7 temps behind at this part of the lap. It all matters at the end of the lap, as Ads goes a little bit wide at the exit of turn 4 there. And that won't help him if he ends up getting himself an early penalty. Good line through the chicane there. Uses the most of the track on the right hand side. And has to be very careful of a little bit of understeer, followed by oversteer caused by the dirty air of the cars in front. As he doesn't look that close. He's not. He's in fact, Robin is closer to Snedden than Ads is to Robin, and as the game literally makes a liar out of me, as through the final corner, Ads does get a little bit in closer. Not close enough to have an effect into turn 1 though, as we stay as we are. I was expecting to see Snedden with a little bit less ERS, having to defend from Robin's DRS. However, it looks like Snedden's doing pretty well. He's up at 67, Robin behind on around 40%. And I think, we
get a little slide there, did Snedden. Came at turn 3, I believe, and Robin really closed up there back to 3 temps. So, just a little bit of a mistake there. Jaff now is out of DRS, and so is Colin. He's out of DRS as well. C. Davies 1.5 now, so he hasn't managed to hold on in time for the DRS. Has Colin. Jaff's now going to really be kind of like on his own now, probably.
Well, I think he's caught up a couple of attempts this lap so far. And I think as Ads' tyres go off, Jaff is pretty much in the position he wants to be. He might have missed DRS on this lap. A little bit unlucky to there, just dipped over a second. But I'm sure he won't be phased too much, because there's plenty of race yet to go. Meanwhile, there's... Squid getting past Colin into turn 1. Simple DRS move as Jake makes a move also on Michelo, as it looks like Michelo's got someone coming around his outside. That is Shadows. Let's see what happens there. Yeah, he has to pull out of that one, does the Aston Martin driver. He will go again for sure later on, maybe at the end of this lap. Who else is having a fight? Looks like Raza at the back of this train. Well, I suppose technically speaking the train goes to P15, but these guys are the guys that are really close to each other. Raza's really on the back of midfield here. He's not going to look up the inside into that corner. That would have been a little bit stupid. And stupid is not something they deal with here in Tier 2. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course. every other week, but it all looks fairly clean, minus the start. It's all looking very good here so far.
Yeah, it definitely is, and we can see now Nigel Piggle quickly just makes the move for 12th position. So he's slowly getting back up from that mishap at the start with E69. But we can see now, David, that collateral adds those tyres are now starting to go off 1.3 behind Robin. He's now out of the DRS zone, and this is where Jaff now can try and come back at the McLaren driver. Only 6 tenths in it now, and look at that. He's now down to half a second. Now into the 4 tenth zone. So it definitely looks like come the end of the lap when he gets DRS, he will be going back past collateral ads. I think those tyres might have overheated.
Yeah, and ads really unable. It looks like to emulate his son's good work. Squid's gone.
Squids.
And backwards he goes. Thankfully, not collecting anyone by the looks of things, as he falls way back and is at the back of the pack. Yes, Monkey. So, lap 9 as the safety car stays out. That was a little bit of a wiggle there from Stead. Not sure what he was doing, but here comes Robin. Up the inside, gets the move done, brakes very well. He's going to have a second bit of DRS here to get away, and he keeps hold of that position as Collateral Ads and Jaff going side by side through turn 2. Still there for turn 3, and Jaff lifts out. Thankfully, Ads did leave him room, but yeah, Jaff thought better of it and conceded back the position. I'm sure he'll have yet another go next lap.
Yeah, definitely. And looks like Nigel Piggle is literally on a charge. He's now up into 10th position. He's making moves around corners that you really shouldn't be making moves at Hungary, but he's making them work. And now up in front of him is midfield Maestro and Shadows, and he looks even more poised now to try and overtake them. But just to comment back again.
Oh, it's Colin.
It's Colin.
Connor.
Oh no, Colin. Oh, and Night Owl's coming. He should be all right. He should be fine. Yeah. But as I was saying, Jaff now, is he going to have another go? And it looks like he's either been contact there or he's lost the rear end, has Jaff, because he's now down to a second behind again. So I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't quite see it. But
must have been something that happened with C. Davies, maybe? These guys are plenty apart from each other.
Yeah, look at Nigel Piggle coming through the field. And C. Davies has made a mistake. Now he's past midfield Maestro. He's back up into the top 8. This is a great recovery drive so far from Nigel Piggle. Still 24 laps to go in the race, but he's really come back strongly here.
Yeah, and really importantly, he has already done a lap on the hard tyres. Therefore, if he so wishes, he will, of course, need to pit again, but he can pit once more onto the second set of fresh mediums. That will mean his pace very constant from start to finish. And yeah, he's looking pretty darn good. In terms of gap to leader, come on. He is he's less than 10 seconds away from the leader. When you think of the traffic he's fought through, that is fantastic pace from the Piggly.
Yeah, definitely. And look at Shadows now. It looks like he's going to have a go at him. And Shadows is out of DRS from Mikello in front. So more than likely, we're now going to see a move for 7th position as he gets on the DRS. Shadows, is he going to defend? He's not going to defend this. And Piggle will go through into 7th place. The only thing to note really with Piggle is he's only got 8% battery, but obviously he's been really trying to get through this field as soon as he possibly can. At the moment, he's making it work.
Yep, as midfield Maestro pits from the bottom end of the points. So he's gone onto the medium tyres. I don't know what tyres he came off. But surely he's got to stop again from here. 23 laps? That's a big ask.
No, he's gone mediums. So he's just planning on a 2-stopper.
Yeah, Squid sets the fastest lap of the race there at the back on the hard tyres.
Fair play.
All the clear air in the world, and well, why not? I'll put in a purple lap. Thank you very much.
As Jaff's now back into DRS, Jake is also now into DRS of Jaff up in fifth. He's actually made a few places up as Jake, so he'll be impressed with his progress. But we were saying that the softs might have been going off, but Ads really hasn't really lost out too much now to Snedden in front. I think it was already around about 1.8 seconds off the car in front, and that's only 2 seconds now, so it almost looks like he's either managed to cool them down or just making them work a bit longer. However, Robin, 2.3 seconds ahead in the lead now, pulled a little bit of a gap there.
Yeah, and it is looking good so far, 13 laps into the race for the AlphaTauri driver. Running, of course, the special livery tonight, which looks absolutely bugger all like an AlphaTauri. Well, I suppose it's got a little bit of blue and a little bit of red and a lot of white. Anyway, moving on, we've that gap to Snedden in P2 staying fairly constant, as is this gap to P3, and Jaff really has to think about making a move if he's being held up by collateral ads. I'm sure he is acutely aware of the snake slithering up behind him.
Yeah, but here comes Jaff now. He's not going to be quite close enough, I don't think. Or he is gaining at pace. No, I'm going to be mistaken here. And Az tries to outbrake, but he's still... Yeah, he's not just... Now is Jake on the inside now. He's going to have the inside line going into turn 2. And Jake, is he going to make the move up into 4th position? Jaff's going to try and hold it around the outside. Now he's got the inside line. They're still side by side in the end. Jaff has to give it up. Jake took advantage of the slight mistake that Jaff made on the exit of turn 1. And now it's Jake's turn to try and get past collateral ads.
Yeah, big mistake into the braking zone of turn 1 there from Jaff. You can tell he broke a little bit too late, had to go full pelt on the brakes, locks the rears in order to not understeer into collateral ads. But yeah, it just made the car rotate unnecessarily in the middle of the corner, and that allowed Jake to go round the outside. And Jake is going to be the man to have a look at collateral ads. The gap very, very close as we come on to this the last corner as the DRS gets opened. Let's have a look. He's much closer. Oh, that's a hell of a late move there from ads, but it matters not. Oh, does it, Jake? Collateral ads. Oh, there looks like there's contact there.
There was contact, and Jake's through into 3rd. This helps his championship hopes massively. It means at the moment he is going to take the lead of the championship, obviously, with Razza down in 9th. But I don't know. Night Owl's retired. He's coming to the pits and retired. So he's decided to call it a day. But I don't know. I mean, Ads is trying to fight as much as he can, but on 14 lap old softs, is it really that wise to? I mean, I think I would maybe just sort of let him go and then maybe come in a bit earlier than the medium runners and get the undercut back. But obviously he's got other ideas.
Yeah, I suspect he might be trying to go for the soft mediums here, which is a ballsy strategy, and it means you have to be really good on your tyres. But if you can take the softs 14 laps and you're already halfway there, as he stays out for one more lap, then we're now on to lap 16 of the 35 tonight. Let's check out a few of the other battles on the grid. We've got Phenom 6 tenths behind Drive on Driver, who himself half a second behind to Hot. Or Tuho 7 Gamer. Toho
You just
7
call it-
gamer.
You just call him a hoe, David?
Yeah. And what?
Oh, God.
Come at me.
Oh, just surely gonna have to get past now. I think ads might be in this lap actually though, because the normal strategy for this soft medium strategy is 15 laps on the softs and 20 on the medium. So I would have thought he's probably gonna peel off into the pits now. We'll have to wait and see though. If you're doing a medium hard strategy, you're actually coming on lap 17, 18 on the medium. So there won't be a lot of difference, but there will be a chance for Collateral Rides here to do an undercut and potentially get Jake back in the pits. And there we go. He's following the strategy that the game's planned out for him, and he comes into the pits on lap 15.
Yeah, but not before he gives Jaff the nice DRS at the end of the lap. So I'm sure he'll thank him for that as, oh, it doesn't matter. Because Nigel Piggle up the inside of Jaff, and it looks like Jaff hasn't got much to fight. Yes.
How has he done that?
And Piggle continuing his fight through the field, looking very good, and he's caught 5 seconds to Robin since we last looked. Oh no, it's not 5 seconds. He's got a second and a half up to Robin since we last looked.
Yeah, but like you say, David, obviously he's done that lap on the hards now. He can just go to another set of mediums. Robin's got to go to the hard, so Piggle's going to be on the better tyres for the end part of this race. The only thing that's probably going to stop him in his tracks here is if there is a safety car after or in the latter stages around sort of like the last sort of 10 laps. But as we see, Collateral Rise has come out in 16th. Now, he's got 4-second gap in front of him, which he can now use to try and obviously get an undercut on Jake. And it's now lap 18. Jake still doesn't pit. Looks like he might be going for the medium soft strategy potentially, which would be 20 laps on the mediums and then softs to the end. But yeah, at the moment, no one else seeming to pit at the moment. Oh, as I say that, Diamond Dushi and Hirsch both into the pits.
Oh dear. It was written in the stars. Almost as much as this man racing for the Red Bulls tonight, even though it's not really the Red Bull. Colin yet to pit. He's on 17 laps. Hasn't had a particularly storming run after that spin earlier on. Robin then now leads by 4.1 seconds from Snedden, 2.5 seconds in front of General Jake. And here is Piggle on his charge towards the front, and I think he's gained a little bit more time. Well,
yeah, he is.
2 tenths.
He is gaining a bit more every sort of lap. A lap newer tyres, as Shadows has said, right into the pits I come. So is Nigel, and so is Jake as well. And Nigel gained a lot of time there on Jake. He broke later into the pits and managed to gain about a second on him. But there we go. He's gone back onto his hards. Has Nigel.
Wait,
no fresh mediums. Fresh mediums for Nigel.
Did he use the mediums in quali? Surely not.
He definitely not. Unless he's gone for a softer strategy where he's got all of his quali tyres as soft, but you wouldn't need that many sets of softs in quali. You only get 3 runs, and I'm pretty sure it gives you 4 sets for quali, is it not?
No, it is only 3.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised at that.
You get that if you're in Q3, you'd get the extra set that you have to give back at the end of Q3. But I'm pretty sure you only get given 3.
Yeah, well, now he's put himself really back on the back foot, I would say. He's got the pace. He had the pace all race, but now he's obviously, they're already a lap old. There's only 1 lap, but they're already a lap old.
Let's be completely honest. They're only pulled away from the line in racing conditions. So they'll probably be on like 2% wear. they're effectively new. As
Yeah.
Robin in the pits, Jaff in the pits. Razza continues, as does Snedden. Snedden going an extra lap, maybe trying for the mediums to softs. As Tahoe 7 Gamer also.
Oh, we've
pitting.
got a crash. We've got collateral ads and midfield maestro on the start finish straight.
Oh, ads. Oh, midfield. Oh dear.
There's definitely wing come off there. Oh, and he's cut across now on Mikello there as ads, and that was very.
Oh, it was a big moment there from Jaff. I think getting the power down was on the inside curb, and I think he lost his rear slightly. Those fresh softs not performing well when they're stone cold. Squid retires in the pits. Not a great evening for the Squid.
No, really not been the best night for him. If you don't want to lose any more time, Snedden, you're going to pit now. Otherwise, Robin's just going to gain more and more time. So is Jake. But no, he's decided to stay out, and it looks like he's potentially going for that medium to soft strategy, which Jaff's already doing down in P12. He's going to be all over the back of collateral ads, and ads is so slow around that corner. I don't know if he's got wing damage from that incident with midfield maestro on the start-finish straight. We'll soon see if he peels off into the pits for a wing change. But Jaff all over the back of him, and surely, is there going to be a pit? No, it's not. It just looks like he hasn't got the grip on those tyres at the moment. Ads, and here comes Jaff now, and surely he's going to have the run on him. Ads has got no DRS from Shadows in front. The ERS is on as well. Ads defends to the right-hand side. There's almost contact once again there. Ads has almost got him off the track, but no, once again he stays ahead. Is Jaff going to have another go now down into the next corner? And there's contact, and
Ads is defending very aggressively here, and I'm pretty sure there won't be a very happy head in the Haas garage.
No.
But yeah, good review there from Diamond Douchey. Thank you, sir.
Not ideal there for Jaff. It'll be fuming. As C Davies is retired in the pits as well. He's had enough. Midfield maestro has come in, obviously, to get off those tyres and replace that wing. Here comes Snedden now into the pits, and I have a feeling he's going to come out behind Nigel Pickle here.
Yeah, as we'll follow through. Razza, who goes one more lap. Snedden now on. Now coming into the pits onto the soft tyres. Let's have a look and see Mr. Piggle. He does come through. So Piggle made up a hell of a lot of time on those fresher tyres. Yeah, it's 3.3 seconds the gap at the moment. Importantly, Piggle does have a string of cars in front. He doesn't actually. He's only got General Jake half a second up the road, and then a 3.7 gap, and that is not going to be very good for the Mercedes driver.
Yeah, I feel like if he had those other set of mediums, I don't know if he had them, but I'm pretty sure he would have done. He would have been a lot further forward than he is now. I mean, he's had a great comeback, as we already said, but Snedden is already, look at this gap, it's already come down from 3.7 when he exited the pits to 2.6. So Snedden, for a good 7 or 8 laps, is going to be absolutely like a lightning bolt on those fresh soft tyres. I'm wondering here though, David, the likes of Phenom and Razza, do you think they're maybe holding out for a potential safety car?
I think that's probably got to be the game from them both at the moment, as Robin does indeed get in front of Phenom, of course running the USA livery, as he is, of course, from the USA. And, I'm not one for flag shagging rhetoric, but yeah, it's kind of nice to see a driver repping his home flag given the opportunity. Having said that, no, I'm not going to say that. But the sentiment is there in my head canon. So Robin now up into P2. He's got 19 lap fresher tyres than Razza in front. Razza's got to be praying for a safety car at this point. 1.1 seconds a gap, and Robin could very well be in DRS come the end of sector 3. Piggle still on the back of Jake, pretty much on the same tyre wear as well, and it'd be interesting to see what happens between these two. Will Nigel go for the overtake? Of course he will be looking for the win today, but at the same time he knows that Snedden behind is going to be rapid. As Robin around the outside of Razza into turn 1.
Yeah, he took a dive there. He took a dive there, Nigel. He's actually made the move stick. And now he's trying to defend from... look at Snedden here. He's trying to defend from Jake, and Snedden says, thank you very much. Round the outside and takes both positions. Great move there from Snedden.
And through comes Snedden on. It's, yeah, Martin Brundle, I am not.
Yeah. I don't think that Jake's going to be too impressed with that. It was a big lunge. I mean, it was just about fair, to be fair, in my eyes. But I know for a fact from the driver in front, he's not going to be liking that dive from Nigel, especially the fact that Nigel's made the move stick as well.
Yep.
Oh, and Nigel's off. He's beached himself.
Yeah.
And the commentator's curse strikes again.
Yeah. Got himself on that curb in towards turn 11, maybe 9, maybe 11, and yeah, that curb sucked him right off into the runoff area. Yep, some people pay good money for that. Yeah, Piggle will continue behind General Jake for the moment, who is still on the back of Phenom. Snedden has dispatched him.
He lost the back end there, did Jake, and he's really trying hard now to get past Phenom. Phenom doesn't have to get out of the way. He's not being lapped, but 24 lap old hards are going to be really slow, and Jake is going to be really frustrated that he can't get past. If there's a cars around, and it's driver and driver.
Then picks up a 3-second, but yes, drive on driver has gone round at turn 1, which is absolutely nasty. And there you go, 3 certainties in life, and there's the 4th, down to single digit CRS for collateral ads. That is not an official livery, by the way. That is a custom livery, I think.
I'm not sure, but look at Jake now. He's trying so hard to get past Phenom. Round the outside now of turn 13. He gets the...
Phenom was trying to pit. I think Phenom was trying to pit there, but there was a car in the way, so he hasn't had the chance. Meanwhile, Nigel Piggle gets passed by Michello on the medium tyres. And Michello, Piggle goes to the inside. Very... Oh, that was good driving awareness from Michello, who must have seen Piggle going for the move up the inside, left him the room and just hung him out to dry. And yeah, I'll take that position. You ain't getting it back. As Michello now all over the back of Phenom, needs to be super careful following that far behind. Phenom going defensive into the chicane. And yeah, I don't think Michello's trying to pass there. Oh, that could have been contact. It might have been lag.
I think it was contact, but this is the thing though. You know, they're going to be complaining and getting frustrated with Phenom, but he doesn't have to get out of the way. He's not getting lapped or anything. And it's just such a hard track to overtake at Hungary. Now Shorty takes the outside line, but that's not going to be there. Shorty will take a dive here now into turn 13. And Phenom in the end has to leave the space. And is he going to pit this lap? Yes, eventually he does. And now...
Michello's gone wide. Through comes Nigel Piggle up the inside. Or Michello might have a decent exit here because he took it slightly straighter. But no, here comes Phenom. Phenom comes through. Sorry about that. Mr. Curtis. Up the inside. That is disgusting from Michello. Absolutely disgusting.
It is, but it makes for a good battle for us to watch. And now they're still going at it. Round the outside goes Michello and Nigel Piggle. But Nigel Piggle makes the move stick. But can Michello stay there? And look at this. Jaff now has been able to catch up into this. So is Shadows. So is 07 Gamer as well. And it's turned now into a 5-car battle. Absolutely brilliant. Just quickly to comment on the front. It looks like those softs for Snedden have now looked like they've gone past their prime. And he's not really catching Robin now, and this is definitely Robin's down to lose.
Yeah, he's looked very impressive thus far, picking up pole position. But Snedden still has a fight on his hands. He might be gaining that odd bit, but with that 3-second penalty, he's going to have to make sure he doesn't lose that much time when his softs start to go off. The gap to General Jake at the moment, 4.7. He has a 3-second penalty, so effectively that is a 1.9 second gap right now.
Yeah, that's correct. And as it stands, I just reiterate once again, General Jake is taking the lead of this Drivers' Championship as things stand. He gains 15 points at the moment, and Raza has no points. He's down in 13th, now about to be 12th when he gets past Hirsch. But yeah, still no points for Raza. So yeah, General Jake at the moment taking the lead of this championship. Diamond only got 2 points. He won't be getting a lot. Jaff though will be try and get a bit further up and get himself even closer to the front of that pack as Gamer gets another 3-second penalty. I think that's 6 seconds now for him.
Yeah, let's just bring that up on screen just for transparency. So there we have it. Snedden with 3. Tahoe 7 Gamer with 6, and Collateral Ads with 3-second time penalties. With just 7 laps to go next time over the line. Oh, no, yeah, I went too far forward. Yep, just 7 laps left to go now. So the gap is still around 3 seconds from Snedden. I think he's fairly comfortable at this point. General Jake, that gap growing by half a second that last lap, just over half a second. And Nigel Piggle has to get a move on now. The gap in front to General Jake, 3.1 seconds. But of course he has this fight behind him, which I'm sure he wishes that they fought amongst themselves a little bit as Dynamo Dan sets the fastest lap of the race. Still not getting that. Actually, he'll get it off Collateral Ads. If things stay as they are. Collateral Ads, of course, with that 3-second penalty, he will probably also take, he'll take P9, I think, through Toho.
I think he will. Interesting to see, David. I've just gone around all the drivers down the whole list, and Michello is the only one with a fuel light on.
Oh, well then. As we get closer and closer towards the end of the race, this man could have been banking on more than the one safety car we got. He could be in trouble. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see a little bit of lifting and coasting, because now if you're at this point in the race and you're seeing minus fuel, I personally would want to get it under control right now.
Oh, gamer's off, and he needs to move quickly. Is it going to cause us VS? He's at turn 13. I don't think it's going to cause a safety car, and now he's on the track, and Hirsch sees it before anything happens, but no, it's not going to cause a safety car.
No.
But Ads now up into P10, Dynamo down up into P9. And is he going to come in and retire the car potentially, or get on maybe a fresh set of softs to the end?
Yeah, I think he's going to...
He's retired the car.
He's retired. It's interesting that he slowed down for the pit lane and then retired. Fair enough. I appreciate the dedication to clean driving. As in the chat, we've got Unicorn, once again cheering on the Snake, currently holding P3. He's being caught ever so slowly by Nigel Piggle. Really needs to keep it on the track, get his head down, and get that pace back on track to where he was earlier in the race. Snedden 2.6 seconds the gap. I'm sure Robin not too worried, having seen the driver behind on 3 seconds worth of time penalties.
Yeah, that's it. And Robin, I was just going to say, got to watch the retired car there, but it's disappeared, so you won't have to worry about that anymore. Snedden is actually gaining still, very slightly on those soft tyres, but it won't be enough to really cause any sort of problems unless he makes a mistake himself, does Robin. But look at Raza Gamer. Those 4-lap-old soft tyres really starting to now work in these latter stages. And now have his sights set on Dynamo Dan and Diamond Douchey. Diamond Douchey, to be fair, from the start of the race, he's climbed up quite a bit, actually. He's up into 8th position. And him and Dynamo Dan, actually, yeah, up the highest amount of places, along with Jake as well, up 8 positions.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that as I polish off the rest of the beer. And I do apologise if I burp in the coming seconds. But yeah, a few decent fights hotting up all over the grid. Dynamo Dan sniffing at the diffuser of Diamond Douchey as things stand. Wouldn't be too surprised to see a move happen before turn 1 with the DRS here. As I really hope the microphone didn't pick that up. Snedden, 2.5 seconds, but I think more for him, it's about eking out that gap to General Jake as Nigel Pickle catches another 3/10 in the last lap. As there you see it then, Dynamo Dan getting past Diamond Douche. Raza Gamer now right on the back of these two, and he's going to have a go around the outside of turn 2. And he still has the grip, and he's made the move work. What an overtake there from Raza.
Yeah, I'll tell you now, yeah, I know we say that full traction probably is a bit too overpowered, but you could clearly see there who was on full traction and who was on no traction. He got so much of a drive out of that turn 1, absolutely got it perfectly. And he gained about 4/10 just in the exit of that corner to get himself up into 9th position. Raza really coming strong now in these latter stages. He's got Dynamo down in front of him, who will probably dispatch over the next few corners potentially if he can get close enough. And then he's got Shadows on 13-lap-old hards. You know, he could potentially go as high as 7th, maybe even 6th here, if he's quick in these last few laps.
Yeah, as Jaff now on 12-lap-old softs, and they are dying off. He's still on the back of Michello, which is a good effort from Jaff. He's got a little bit of ERS to play with, but Michello's not worried too much at all. As you see the strength of the slipstream and DRS, Jaff going for a move into turn 1. It looks like he initially made it work, but yeah, Michello has to pull out before turn 2. That DRS that you get after turn 1 there, proving very helpful there for Jaff. And that's an interesting move. 13-lap-old softs overtaking 14-lap-old mediums. Jaff looking like he is going strong in the latter stages of the race.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we look at Collateral Ads as well. He's coming on a fresh set of mediums.
Oh, why not?
I don't know if, I mean, maybe trying to get the fastest lap. I mean, he probably is. They're probably quicker than the 6-lap-old softs, but he was out the points anyway. So I guess, yeah, like you say, why not? 2 laps to go. Robin on, well, 2.3 seconds in front of Snedden. Looks very comfortable, as it's been for basically the whole second stint of this race for him. He's just been in the lead and he's been in control ever since he got back past the Williams driver. Nigel Pickle, maybe he's going to catch General Jake. It's 1.3 seconds. He needs to now try and get into that second barrier to have maybe a go on the last lap, but Jake will be hoping that he can keep that podium place. And as we look down, look at Shadows, P7, P8 and P9. This is the battle probably that's going to be the one to watch at the end of this race.
Yep, 3 cars all within, well, a split second here. You got Razza maybe looking like the favourite on those soft tyres. I would not be surprised if we saw a free wide into turn 1 coming onto the last lap here. As Razza looks like he's quite happy to sit behind at the moment. He's obviously got confidence in his car, confidence in his tyres. Collateral Ads picks up another 3-second penalty on his quest to potentially get the fastest lap. Midfield Maestro, however, has decided that he wants a bit of that action as well as he comes into the pits and he's got on a fresh set of soft tyres. Razza taking the wider line into the last corner, and that's going to give him a better drive than Dynamo Dan ahead. But here the DRS kicks in, the ERS kicks in, and it looks like Shadows had superior straight line speed there, but there's contact between Razza and Dynamo Dan, and things stay as they were. I have to say, I didn't expect that to happen there. Razza's really got to push his tyres to the max to get past now on this last lap.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly butt in there, David, because Michello's made the move back past Jaff, but his fuel light is flashing. Is he going to get to the end of this Grand Prix? He's only got half a lap to go, but it is flashing right now on the screen.
Yeah, and I think what that flashing means is he's got less than 1 lap of fuel left in the tank, and I'm sure you'll be keeping a keen eye on that. We'll still stay with this now 4-car battle for P7.
Here comes Robin. He's going to win.
Yeah, Robin across the line takes the win here in Hungary. Snedden is going to take a respectable P2. And General Jake with a late charge, unable to make
He's gone, he's out of fuel, and Jaff goes past.
And he just finishes ahead of Shadows in P7. He run out of fuel out of the last corner, and Michele, you can't help but feel for him. Fantastic race from the Alfa Romeo driver. Alas, I think he's Alfa Romeo. Don't know. Don't care.
Who's that? Sorry.
Michele. Is he Alfa Romeo?
I haven't got a clue. I think so. No, I think he's reserved now, isn't he? Did he get another seat? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Whatever he is.
There you go. There's the results. There's everyone, apart from midfield Maestro crossing the line. He is 3.7 tenths up as he comes around the last corner. Let's have a look to see if he can go purple. Don't think he did. And there you go. Midfield Maestro comes home P15. Piggle. Yeah, and I don't know if you heard that. My brother gives his 2 cents on who the driver of the day should be. Of course, the game has elected Dynamo Dan. Who cares about the in-game podium? And that is your results for tonight. There you go, fish sticks. I am scrolling. You can see. So everyone in the top 13 gaining positions, apart from Piggle and Jaff. And obviously everyone in the bottom 6, 7 losing because they suck. Right, there you go. There is there's the results, and the fastest lap does go to Razza Gamer in the end, or 1:17.1. Let's have a look to see how close midfield was. 3 tenths off, so not really that close. Dear. Driver of the day. Oh, it seems like there's a couple of different names being thrown out for driver of the day, but we will get to that in good time. So yeah, your top 3 on the podium today: Robin, Snedden, and General Jake, able to hold off from Piggle in the end. Who, according to the chat, is not angry. He's had so much fun. And I'll tell you what, it looked like the race was a lot of fun, and it looked like a fantastic race tonight from the Tier 2s, and that is absolutely what we love to see. So well done, Tier 2. I'm sure I'm about to look in the Discord and there will be about 15 clips sent in because I have grossly misrepresented how clean tonight's race was. Has any invites gone out to the top 3?
They have. I think he can do the interview Robin. So I have sent them out to General and Snedden, and hopefully they will. There's one.
There's Snaky Boy.
Snake!
There's Snedon.
There's Snedon.
Okay, I've got an excuse this time. I don't know what cars people are in.
I'm in the Alfa Romeo. There you go.
He's trolling. I don't think he is. I think he's in
No.
the McLaren.
I think you're the troller.
Honestly, I'm going to have to look at the paddock because I don't know.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
I'm in the Williams.
Oh, he is actually. Alright, okay. Who came third? Who came... Yeah, oh, Jake. Jake is first up, so he is actually in the Alfa Romeo. So I take that back. Of course, he's not in the McLaren.
We need Robin in there to teach us some Spanish.
Muy bueno. I don't think he can join the party,
revoir.
unfortunately.
Au revoir. That's French.
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Muy
Gracias.
bueno. Mucho bene.
I think we should start because we're absolutely butchering this.
Muchos bene. There, I don't know, I'm mixing my Italian and my Spanish there. Domo arigato, Mr. Robato. That's Italian
What
as well.
the hell?
Dos cerveza grande, por favor.
Can
That's
you,
the only
do you mind-
Spanish you'll ever
Do
need
you
to
mind speaking English, please?
know. Ich nicht sprechen Sie English.
We're gonna have some words after.
Ja, or nein, as the case may be.
No.
Shut up and
Anyways.
do your interview, you knob.
But you're the one asking me the questions.
I'm not, though. It's Monkey. Monkey.
Well,
Oh.
monkey.
Put the snake in his
Alright.
place. Put him back in the
Okay.
basket.
Back in the basket. Right, I'll shush. Go on, monkey.
Right, sorry, just eating a Skittle. Right,
Fuck's sake.
Solid question, that.
right, Jake. All seriousness. What do you start with? Qualified down in 11th.
So, Jake, how was your race?
Let the
How
man
did
speak.
that how did that go in quali? Do you think you got any more time out of a lap?
Quali? Well, overall, I got my first banker in, and I locked up, and I hit the pit. Excuse me, what? I hit the pit, the sticky out thing. I don't know, by the pit lane. David, I really do hate you putting that on your screen, by the way, as well. Yeah, qualifying, there was much more. I could have got up to 15.4. Mate, I keep laughing because of this picture, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. ABS off is hard, and there are some pit lanes that you have to be aware of at Hungary and Spain. So yeah, it was just an unfortunate thing that happened to me, really, and yeah.
Okay, then obviously going into the race. In the early stages, you kind of had quite a quiet early sort of start to the race. You sort of slowly gained up the field, and then we saw yourself and Nigel having a bit of a battle around the mid stages of the race. He took a very optimistic dive on you. Just what are your opinions on what you thought about that dive bomb from Nigel?
The dive bomb, I was ahead going into the corner. I was ahead. He went for a late lunge, but I did see it coming, so I did try and move a little bit away, so I give him a little bit of space. But yeah, I could have turned it on him, but it could have ended up in both of our races done. So I tried to leave him space. It was the tiniest little contact, and there was no harm really done in that.
Okay, and then obviously that stage is just kind of kept it in control, really, didn't you? Sort of last 10 laps, didn't really have any threat from anyone. Brought it home in P3. and I believe that puts you in the lead of the Drivers' Championship. So how does that feel?
Yeah, towards the end of the race, like Nigel said, hard but fair racing in the chat. Yeah, towards the latter stages, well, in that middle stage, once everyone hit, it got a bit juicy, but then Michaela and Nigel started fighting hard, so it allowed me. Nigel did start catching me in the end, and it really started to push me. I was really hoping Sneddon's tyres would fall off, so I could get within his 3 seconds. Mark did tell me he had no fuel at the end, but clearly Mark was absolutely bluffing. The championship lead. Yes, it's good to be in a championship lead, but you've still got 10 more rounds to go. And how close this tier is, Marcus Wash, yeah, and how close this tier is, yeah, it's all to play for. And yeah, this season I'm gunning for a top 3, maybe a championship win. Obviously, 3 races in a row. Didn't get any points, which could have affected my championship lead a bit more, but it feels good. It gives me a bit more of a boost in the confidence, really.
Okay, and then obviously on to next week. I believe it's Belgium. I believe we're going to Spa. Obviously, the question we always ask at the end of the
Yes.
race. How do you feel about that one?
Well, last season, that was my first ever victory in FPRL. And yeah, the wet weather. So I'm hoping for a bit of wet weather conditions that change up the race and get me involved in that situation that go my right way. Obviously, Spa, it's an alright track for me. I'm overall consistent. Time pens. It's not the best track, but it's an alright track. So I'm hoping for some mixed up conditions that can turn the race around and maybe get me involved and just keep gaining points in the championship on my championship rivals like I did today.
Yeah, well, obviously, we wish you luck for the second half of the
Thank you,
season.
Monkey.
Well done on your P3 today. And I'll hand over to David to interview our
David.
P2 man.
That picture's annoying.
It's gone. It's gone. The smoke is gone.
Cheers, Monkey.
So we move on to our P2 driver, and oh, for God's sake, I don't. Who are you racing for
Williams.
tonight, Snedden? Williams. There you go. There's the Williams on screen. Congratulations to you, Snedden. First of all, P2, good race.
Yeah, it was all right. Thanks. Robin was just on another level, really. But yeah, P2's not too shabby.
Yeah, back on the podium then. On your second week back, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Have you feel a bit better with this game now? Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my microphone filter. Yes, are you feeling better about this game at the moment? Do you feel like you've got the pace to keep this up?
Yeah, I mean, last week was a good race. I was up there, and the same this week. Obviously, got fortunate with Nigel just being terrorized, but yeah, I'm glad to actually cross the line this time instead of running out of fuel, which I did on the line, but you know, all good.
Not as bad as others. So yeah, fuel was marginal for some tonight, but you seem to manage it very well. We've yeah, so obviously Robin flew away a little bit. Let's talk about the incident at the start. I think we've got a good idea what happened, and yeah, mistakes were had. But how did it affect you? Were you did you have to take some avoiding action? Did you get a little bit lucky? Code Brown?
Yeah, I mean, they were like quite a few positions ahead, so I just saw someone got swiped off to the right, and then I managed to get past Jaff before the safety car. But I don't really know what went on, but thankfully it only affected those two, I think. So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yep, and third question. We'll talk about Spa next week, and of course, yeah, it's a staple on the track. Of course, we're all glad it's been renewed in real life for the next few seasons. But what are your hopes for next week's race in Belgium?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully up here again. Spa is a class track on this game, so we looking to be on the podium again, hopefully ahead of all the championship contenders. So, a spanner in the works.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is a P2 for yourself. Congratulations, Mr. Snedden. And it's been a joy to speak to you both, of course, as always.
Oh, you too.
Um, well, Robin's not here, Monkey.
He's
So
not.
I just I'm gonna say a few things. You can follow me if you want. Robin, solid race, fastest in qualifying. Maybe a little bit of a beneficiary at the start of the race through E69 and Piggle having their little incident. But yeah, controlled the race today, so very well done. Anything you want to add, Monkey?
I'll just echo what you said. To be honest, yeah, pole by 2 temps, led basically the whole race. There was a few laps where obviously Snedden had the lead, but as soon as he got back past, he never looked like he was going to lose that lead, and he didn't, and went on to win by quite a comfortable margin in the end. Yeah, great race from him, and obviously that gets him back up himself into the title fight. I believe now it puts him onto something like 75 points, and now even he's included now in this championship fight. Around 7 drivers now, I think, within a win of the actual lead of the championship. So yeah, great stuff from Robin.
Yeah, big up the Alpha Tauri. You love to see it. And this is the only time you'll probably get to see it this week. So yeah, there is that. Unfortunately, that means it's pretty much all we've got time for. There's just one thing left to do, and I'm sure you know what it is in the chat, and Monkey Boy will have been pondering this one. Although I suspect at least one person has stated who the favourite is in the chat. So yeah, why don't you talk us through your opinions for driver of the day?
Well, opinions. If I could have 3, I'd have 3 drivers of the day. It'd be Robin, Piggle, and Jake. They all deserve it, really. Robin's done pole position and won the race by a good margin. Jake's come up from 11th to get a podium and get the championship lead. It's probably not going to do him justice on the driver of the week post later on in the week, where it shows the positions that they've gained or lost. It's going to say 2nd to 4th, but Nigel Piggle, I think, has to have it me from where he got taken out at the start and had to come through the field on a track like Hungary to get back up to 4th and almost be a 2nd off the podium. I think even though he's dropped positions from his qualifying position, he takes the driver of the day this time for me.
Yep, and for what it's worth, I completely agree. And I'll tell you what, if nothing else, Piggle definitely had one of the more fun races in the pack. So congratulations to you, Mr. Piggle. As I think we have to end it there. We round off tonight's stream on Friday night. I'll just tell you what, it's good to commentate on a Friday with you, Monkey. I do really enjoy commentating with you. So it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, mate. Same to you. Been a long time since you've done it, but yeah, it always seems to be a good one when we do. So yeah, hopefully we'll do it again soon. I'll have actually witnessed another good race.
Yep, and well, on that note, a couple more things I want to bring up. The first thing, very quick, the night that Silverside Boy doesn't race is the night it looks very clean in Tier 2. So I'll bring that one up first. Just get that out of the way. And yeah, secondly, if you enjoyed what you saw, you can once again tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be the F2 cars. It's going to be round 4, maybe. I don't know what track they're in, but I'm sure it will be an exciting one. And of course, we've got the Tier 4s happening on Sunday, where well, there will be the last of our tiers to go round the Hungaroring. So that's all I've got to say. That's all we've got for you here in FPRL. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I've been David Lolface.